We're both very, very excited to announce that we're going to be spending the next 40 days cycling across Vietnam. We're very nervous, but super, super, super excited.
We'll be cycling from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh, and if you look on Google Maps, the direct driving route is 1,700 kilometers.
We won't be doing the direct route though, as there's a lot of Vietnam that we still want to explore, and we're going to be making a lot of stops along the way, so I'm sure the route is going to be a lot longer than 1,700 kilometers. We have no set route, no set dates, no bookings, no nothing. We're gonna be spontaneous and take it day by day.
Yeah. Also, filming in the park in the morning.
I love this park.
It's so funny. Everyone's just exercising, which is very inspiring.
Wehan has cycled majority of his life and loves it, so he has a lot of experience, but I pretty much have no experience with cycling. After an incident as a kid, I pretty much then avoided bikes my whole life. But 1 month before we set out on our international travels, we both bought bikes and went cycling pretty much every single morning. So at least I have some experience now, but we have no idea what to expect with the terrain or the road conditions, which is a little nerve-wracking.
So it's actually pretty difficult finding a bicycle, let alone two, in Hanoi. Leading up to coming to Hanoi, we spent a couple of weeks looking on Marketplace and all kinds of different websites to see if we can find any bicycles. And at the end of the day, all it took was for us to walk literally a whole day throughout Hanoi, visiting 10 plus bicycle stores to find suitable bicycles. Luckily, in the end, we did find bicycles, but it was a little bit more expensive than we were hoping. So for Lydia's bicycle, we have a giant Escape. I'm not sure what number it is, but it doesn't really matter. And because this is a touring bicycle, it did come with a lot of accessories like a bell, a carrier, as you can see here. It came with a bottle holder. I'm not sure if it came with it on stock standard, but it's actually a pretty well-equipped bicycle for what we assume the road conditions are going to be like. It's got a couple of advantages. It's got wider tires. It's got disc brakes, so if it does get wet, Lydia will be able to brake. Me, not so much. And then it even has these like mud guards. I don't know what to call them. But if it's wet and rainy, Lydia will be dry from the road. It's got Shimano gears and Tecro brakes, so should be good. It's a fairly new bicycle, so I'm not expecting to run into any issues. Maybe just slight adjustments here and there while we're cycling as things stretch and get longer and whatnot. We did also add a phone holder. It's a pretty decent one. We can keep the phone in here, still interact with it through the screen and use it in the rain, and also store a couple of things in here. Now you might see that there's like a thing going with Lydia's bicycle with the fake carbon fiber. It's got it here, and then also on the wheels for some reason. It doesn't have any benefit, but hopefully it'll make Lydia quicker. Now heading to the back, we got two very, very heavy bags and big bags. So this is the most elegant solution that I could come up with how difficult it is to source parts and things here in Vietnam. And I got this by going down a fresh food market and asking the very sweet ladies where I can buy plastic crates. And it kind of makes me excited to see what the rest of Vietnam's gonna be like, because they were so excited to help me out. Well, they wanted to give me these two crates for free, and I ended up giving them a little bit of money. And as I was grabbing the money, the lady started attaching it to my bicycle and putting it, like, they were just so sweet and nice. So super excited to have more interactions like that with the locals. But it's actually pretty sturdy. I mounted it with cable ties, and it is just big enough for our bags, and we'll have straps going through. Enough about Lydia's bike, now onto mine. And for my bicycle, I have a giant OCR2. Now this bicycle is quite old. It's probably the oldest bicycle I've ever owned, but it is still very reliable, and that's because the person who owned this before us, or even the person before that, or the person before that, Frankensteined a ton of parts together, so you know that it's well set up. I did have to do a lot to it, so these were bent in like crazy, so I think someone may have fallen on it a couple of times, so I had to loosen this, bend it out. The wheels were both completely loose. My front brakes weren't properly set up and weren't working. My back brakes the same. The gears shift beautifully, and the pedals were too small for me, so I spent a little bit extra money and got big pedals for it now. Aside from that, we added this light thing. Got it for free with the bicycle, and that's because I can't fit a bell on this handlebar because it's so wide. So I have this button that I can press, which will alert people down there, or hey, please get out the way. Then onto an exciting bit. Now we actually filmed getting this in Bangkok, so we got this mount. It's a lot cheaper than it was in Australia, and it will keep our GoPro on it. Well, GoPro action camera on it, and we can just remove that whenever we want and obviously adjust it. Then to the back, I got this carrier with the bike as well. Well, I negotiated in the deal, and it fits the bicycle just, I suppose. It's not as sturdy as Lydia's, but it's good enough for the job. Lydia's is rated at 25 kilograms and mine's rated at 50. Technically this should take more weight, but I'm a little bit more confident in that one. And yeah, likewise with Lydia's, I have a crate on the back. Yeah. Oh, I also changed the seat out. The other seat I had was one of those plastic ones with all the holes in it. So I negotiated and got this seat instead. I think we both have very, very similar bicycle seats, and I'm pretty sure they're off the Giant female range. So they're quite well padded and very comfortable. Pretty different bicycles, but I think we'll be fine, and this is the best we could do in such short circumstances. And yeah, I'm excited. It's also a giant coincidence that we both have giant bicycles. Vietnam is our second country of international travels, and now that we feel well adjusted to full-time international travel, it kind of feels like the right time and place to do this.
We really love the idea of a larger goal like this, not only to challenge us, but also to push us outside our comfort zone, making us go places and see things that we wouldn't see otherwise.
We're setting out to film every single day, and we're gonna try post more frequently, hopefully around twice a week.
Hopefully. I can't believe we're doing this. I'm really excited.
So am I.
But I guess we'll see you tomorrow when our journey across Vietnam begins. See you then. Bye.